Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company Live. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. She's back.
I'm back. Did you miss me?
Yeah, I missed you.
And our director is yelling in my ear just how much he missed me as well. Well, guess what? I missed you guys. It is kind of weird to come back and you kind of forget what you're doing a little bit.
I forget every day, and I'm here.
Wait a minute.
I'm here a lot.
What's up first? I'm just kidding.
Okay.
First, we've got to check out our weather, but we do have a great show lined up. We'll be right back.
Happy Tuesday. Before we talk about our weather, I want to update you on the Falcon Heavy launch over at Cape Canaveral. The weather an 80% go for this historic launch. However, the push time has now been pushed back to 2:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time due to high winds aloft. We will continue to monitor the Falcon Heavy launch, the historic launch there from Cape Canaveral's 31A launch pad. Temperatures are in the 60s across the area. Beautiful day. Feels like spring across the board, and our radar is sweeping clear. High-resolution futurecast, like I said, just a couple of high-thin clouds if you are lucky, but many locations dealing with ample sunshine throughout the day. This ahead of our next storm system, which will be bringing some severe weather to the Texarkana region today, out through Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. That's where the rainfall is really ramping up. Here's our latest model. By 7 a.m., a couple of isolated showers across the area, but the main line moving through the PD and the border belt starting around 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. This is important. A couple of rumbles of thunder are possible around the PD. Nothing severe. Severe weather that is happening today will not actually happen in our region tomorrow, but a couple rumbles of thunder are possible and heavy downpours across the PD. By the time it reaches the Grand Strand, I think the dynamics for thunder will be gone. Clouds stick around through 10 p.m. This right here is the actual cold front moving overnight, 1 a.m. on our Thursday. That will signal the end of our rain chances and funnel in much cooler temperatures. On the other side of that front, we will be dry, but we could pick up a decent rain amount from 2 to 3/10 of an inch. But again, if you are in some of these thunderstorms, 5/10, 7/10 of an inch are possible. Nothing too dramatic with this. Dry on Thursday, rain chances ramping up throughout the next several days, and even into next week. It could be a very messy week, say for the next 2 weeks due to this unsteady weather pattern. So rain expected on our Wednesday afternoon and overnight hours. Some low-lying flooding is possible. You know who you are if your neighborhood tends to flood when you just run the garden hose. A wet Wednesday, warmer temperatures, and a stalling front are your three things you need to know about for this unsettled weather pattern. Here's a look at that 7-day forecast. Temperatures are looking nice, though, so you take the bad with the good. The rain chances, unfortunately, a lot of you guys may want to get outside and enjoy the warm temperatures. Just do it with the raincoat or an umbrella. I think the best chance for rain this weekend will be Sunday, so if you have outdoor plans you must do, please do it on a Saturday.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, it is Tuesday. It's February the 6th, and this is National Frozen Yogurt Day. We celebrated yesterday. Well,
yep, we did.
Cecil got to celebrate yesterday with anything froze down in Litchfield. Make sure you go down there and get some frozen yogurt today.
That's right. It's also Pay a Compliment Day. We got a great-looking audience. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you? We've got a great-looking audience
Hey, guess
today.
what?
All right,
guess what?
What?
We match. Look at that.
I'm
Look at
so
that.
happy we met. All right, let's look at birthdays
today.
today. Here we go. Let's go back to 1943. There he is, Fabian. He's 75 years old. The 50s teen idol, appeared on Bandstand hits like Tiger, I'm a Man, Hound Dog Man. Now, music executives wanted a good-looking guy to make a singer. They walked down the street, they see this guy, and they made him a singer. That's
Wow.
how it happened.
Seems pretty easy to me. All right, 1966, Rick Ansley, 52 years old, singer, Never Gonna Give Up, and also #1 hit in more than 20 countries. Before fame, he was a nightclub performer.
All right, let's go back to 1982. Alice Eve, she's 36 in the movies. She's Out of My League, Entourage, Raven, Star Trek Into Darkness, and Men in Black.
All right, today in history, 1932, the dog sled appeared for the first time in the Olympics.
And in 1987, Sonny Bono declared his candidacy for mayor of Palm Springs, and guess what? He won.
He did. That's
sure
right.
Did. All right, from Know It All Department, where you learn something every day, and I learned something too. Studies show that spending just a few minutes in the noise in the subway of New York City, they say if you just spend a few minutes every day, it can ultimately result in hearing loss.
That doesn't
That is
surprise
how
me at
loud
all.
it is in the New York subway. If you've never been in there, or if you've been in there, you know what I'm talking about.
That doesn't surprise me at all. I don't think that these little things that go in our ears either probably help so much with our hearing. I'll check you guys out probably in about 45 years and see
how we
where that is. That's right.
It didn't help me in radio. All right, that's it from the Know It All Department today. We've got a great show lined up. We're so glad you're here with us, and all we want you to do is take a short break and come back because we've got a great show lined up.
The camera goes off.
Every day.
Smiling. That's not my phone? Talk for me. Your microphone on?
What do you want me to say?
Just count to 10.
And welcome back. It is time for the pet of the day. And I looked over at Amy a minute ago and I said, where did the pet go? We got a picture and all today. We're going to show you the picture of it and talk about, we want you to adopt it because we've been pretty successful in the adoption so far.
We have, absolutely. Grand Strand Humane Society. You guys do a fantastic job over there. And let's talk a little bit about the Humane Society. Let's talk about what you guys do, how many you have, and what your needs are, because the community needs to step in and help. Amy?
All right, so right now we're in a little bit of a slow time, so we don't really have as many as we usually would.
Good. That's a good thing.
Which is awesome, yeah, but we're always in need of wish list items. You can find them on our website at grandstrandhumanesociety.com. We're also always in need of volunteers, helping hands. Volunteers are pretty much the forefront of like socializing our animals and getting them used to people and getting them ready and everything. So we could really just use like helpful members of the community.
All right, now you've got a picture. Let's look at the picture. All right, who this is today that we're going to try to get adopted, okay?
That's right.
Yes.
This is what we want to do. We want to see
Look.
there.
Oh, look how sweet.
This is Tyson. This is actually from radio this morning. He did a great job. He got a little bit excited, so that's why he's napping in the car. I didn't want him to be climbing all over the place and things like that.
He knew he was going to get to see celebrity Cecil, right?
Yeah,
he was
excited.
a little excited about it.
The fame got to him a little bit, so he had to relax. But yeah, this is Tyson. He's almost a year old. He's up for adoption. He would do great with a high energy home, things like that. People could take him on long walks, runs.
He likes to run and play.
Oh yeah, he does. He loves to play.
And being almost a year old, I mean, that's still puppy, so very trainable still.
Yeah,
but definitely somebody who has time.
Yeah, definitely somebody who has time to train him. He's the size of which that he doesn't really look like a puppy anymore, but he's still got that puppy mentality, so he wants to play nonstop. He wants to like always be go, go, go. So somebody that can keep up with him.
Now, is he ready for adoption right now?
He is.
He's ready?
Yep, I took him right out of our adoptable kennels right into the car to come here.
Oh, man.
I think that, it is a huge thing, the volunteer thing and socializing the animals, because, shelter is, you guys make it the best you can, but it's not always the most calm place for an animal. Sometimes they can be scared, and getting them out of that.
Yeah, it can be a little stressful sometimes. Like imagine being pinned up next to a bunch of people that are just yelling all the time. Like I would be stressed.
Yeah,
that's true.
I can understand that.
Yeah, I got you right there.
All right, now we're talking about things like you're still looking for volunteers. What can these volunteers do?
So they help us with a lot of things. They help us with walking dogs and socializing our cats. They also help us out and about with events, so like getting them out. We have our Lunch of Love coming up on Friday.
That's
so they
right.
help us with stuff like that. They help with like
Where's that going to be?
Yeah,
Tell us real quick.
let's talk about that.
It's at Mellow Mushroom on
Mellow Mushroom, of
21st
course.
Ave. Yeah.
First
It's,
Avenue, what time?
It's going to be from 11 to 3, and we'll have raffles. We'll have discounted meals, so
And
you
people
can
up for adoption.
Yep, even animals up for adoption.
Not people.
People, no, I mean dogs. I'm sorry, cats. Thank you so much. We
Thank you.
appreciate it. All right, we got more coming up. Stay with us. I'm going to adopt Amanda out. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, the Lions Club, the South Strand Lions Club, has their 11th annual Spring Charity Golf Tournament. This year's event is going to be at Wachesaw East. We're going to find out a little bit about it.
Oh, a nice place to play.
Very
Let me tell you
nice.
that. And Sandra's here with us now. Let's talk a little bit about the golf tournament. And you still need players, or what's the deal?
Yes, yes. We have started getting a lot of people signing up, but we always want to fill it up. We can take 144. The
Wow.
golf course is most generous with us, and we can take 144. And the last couple of years we've been full.
Fantastic. Now, when is this coming up?
So March 10th,
March the
Saturday, March 10th, and registration is like 7:30 to 8:30. Breakfast is included, lunch is included.
Wow.
We have lots of prizes and gift bags for the golfers, and auctions.
Great.
And every penny that we make goes into our charity fund, our community fund, and it goes right back out into the community.
What are some of those
like
places
some
in
of
the
your charity?
community that you
Yeah.
use?
Well, we support a couple of food banks, very important to us. We do vision and hearing screenings in the school.
Right.
Last September, we screened over 900 children.
Wow.
And have bought eye exams and eyeglasses. We've assisted some folks with hearing aids. This year's new project is the Surfside Youth Association for Sports.
Okay.
They were struggling with not having enough help, and so we jumped in and helped with their concessions and those kinds of things so that the kids could play ball.
And of course,
Fantastic.
the Lions Club still does, they do the brooms.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. You got it. Everybody,
Yes.
everybody buys
We
the
will
brooms.
be selling brooms at the Blessing of the Inlet at Blaine United Methodist Church
coming up in a couple months.
May, 1st of May.
Right.
And we sell brooms anytime anybody wants one. We have a Facebook page.
Tell them about it.
And people can leave messages on our Facebook page.
Was South Strand
It's
Lions Club?
South Strand Lions Club Facebook page.
Okay.
And there are several of us who monitor that Facebook page, and we try to respond within 24 hours.
Fantastic.
All right.
And
well, you
we
got
have
time.
met people.
All
You
right,
got
but there's still
time
time
right
for this
now.
golf tournament, right?
March 10th. You better get
March
in touch
10th.
right now. Check it out
Yes.
online, right?
Yes, please.
Well, thank you so much.
If you want to play, just send us a message on Facebook.
You didn't wear your hat.
Or call. No, I'm not much of a hat.
Good looking
That's
hat.
for you, buddy.
Lions Club.
Thank you for
Oh,
being
good.
with us.
Thank you
we
so
really
much.
appreciate
Thank you so
it.
much.
We
Sandy.
appreciate your support.
All right.
All right.
All right, guys, we've got more coming up. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. It is a Tuesday now. Coming up, the craft show at Market Common, the handmade craft show they
That's
call
right.
it.
Yeah, really nice
Yeah,
stuff.
it's coming up, and the proceeds, of course, go to a local food bank. And over 100 vendors. Wow.
Absolutely. Now, let me tell you something. We did this last year as well. Over 2 tons of food they did for Low Country
that
Food
is
Bank in Myrtle Beach.
super. That is
so
super.
here we are again. We've got Mickey with us again to tell us all about now Handmade Craft Show. This is not just whatever kind of crafts. This is really nice stuff.
Yes, it's not a flea market. It's a craft show. Everything has to be made by hand. We don't accept anyone who just takes something from China and puts a bow on it.
Sure.
Oh, I understand that.
Okay, but it's all handmade. Everything is handmade that
Okay.
people will show.
So you've got everything from what, sweaters to whatever?
I have knitting, I have sewing, I have glass, I have
Jewelry.
woodworking, I have jewelry, I have wreaths, I have gourds.
Cool. Now,
Yeah.
you said that you've got a few spots open for people who kind of do something
Different.
a little different. Tell me about that.
Well, I'd like to fill up the last couple of spots for someone who has a unique kind of a craft. I don't, want somebody else who's doing the same as what other people are doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if somebody, would call me and get in touch with me, it would be good.
Okay, and they can contact you through, how can everybody get in touch with you?
I give you my phone number.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay, it's 843
Okay.
286 2580.
Or you guys can contact us here as well. Now, you wanted to do this because you wanted to make a difference. Tell me a little about, we talked about it earlier. You said, I can still do this at my age, which I don't think you're that old.
We're snowbirds, and we come from Vermont. And we like it here. We've been here about 10 years or so. And I just feel that, particularly in the wintertime, there's a lot of unemployment. There are a lot of people who are hungry. And for the last 7 years or so, I've been collecting food at the hotel. And when I have a little craft show in December, I collect food. And so I decided to do this on a bigger level 4 years ago. And it's interesting. It's fun. It's getting something done for a worthy cause. And it kind of makes you think, I'm going to be 80 in a few months.
Wow.
And so regardless of your age, you could still make a difference.
Do it. I tell you, now, y'all collected how much last year? How much?
We had over 2 tons of food, 4,196 pounds. We had $2,000 even because someone didn't like that it was uneven and made it even.
Odd number, they made it even.
That's right. That is so cool.
And over 1,600 people, and that's not even clocking the people who came in the back door. So that's what you ask. You ask for a donation. You ask for canned goods for the Low Country Food Bank when you come.
But also the vendors pay in food.
Wow.
There's no food. There's no money that comes that doesn't go to the food bank. People bring in sandwiches and cookies and cakes, and people eat it for lunch, and they put donations in the box, and that's where we get money.
Mickey, we thank you so much for this. Keep up the good work, too.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
For more information, y'all contact us here, and we'll definitely get you known about. The Chamber of Commerce has it on their website as well. We'll be right back.
And thank you.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, fettuccine Alfredo, one of my absolute favorites. If I go somewhere and I really kind of indulge, that's what I order. Tomorrow is National Alfredo Day, but guess what? We're celebrating today because we want you to go to Maggie D's tomorrow to celebrate.
That's right. And he's brought a ton of stuff here to eat today, and of course we feed our staff too when he does this.
That's right.
And John, now, how long Maggie D's been around?
We're going on our 12th year.
12th year. Tell me where you're located.
We're at the Coastal Grand Mall right across the street. It's 407 Seaboard Street, and we're going on our 8th year there.
All right.
March 8th.
So you've been around for a while, all right?
Yes.
National Alfredo Day. You've been doing Alfredo for a while, and we're going to show what you've made here today.
It looks fantastic.
All right.
I can't wait to see.
We're going to start on this end right here, and
all right.
I don't know which camera he's on.
There we go.
He's on the wrong camera.
On this one.
He's on this one. Okay, I'm in the back first. I'm sorry. All right, tell us what we got here.
That's fettuccine Alfredo.
Uh-huh.
And the way we make that is very simple. We put half and half in the pan.
Yep.
We let it come to a boil. We throw a little butter in there.
Yeah.
We wait till that gets down, and then we throw a little grating cheese in there, and then a little salt and pepper.
And you got
And that's what you got.
That's right. All right, let's go up front here now. Let's go up front here.
Oh, look at it. People are already calling Maggie D's right now for the
they're calling
reservations.
right now
That's
wanting to see it. All right,
Let's
here
talk
we go.
about the other one.
All right, this one. Tell us what we got here.
That's tortellini Alfredo with shrimp, and we make it pretty much the same way.
Okay.
It's one of our best dishes that we do.
Look at those shrimp on top of it. Fantastic.
Man, it looks good.
All right, and of course we have a salad, which salads, I mean, Italian salad,
Everybody's got to have an
you can't
Italian
go wrong
salad here.
with that. That's right. All right, and over on my side, we've got the tortellini that we'll talk about, so let's go here first.
All right.
Okay. We make it pretty much the same way. It's just adding the tortellini into it.
Yeah.
And it's one of our big sellers too. It's on our early bird special also for $10.95.
And then this
from
right
3
here.
to 6. And that's
All right.
our chicken
Oh.
fettuccine. Same thing, same way we do it. And, you
That
know.
looks good. Now, let me tell you something else John does. He supports the car club. We raised about $8,000 last year and gave to charities. He has, how many shows we do?
5.
5 shows.
Wow.
He made me do 5 shows.
Yes,
So
exactly.
we do 5 shows there, and your next one coming up is
March 10th.
March 10th.
But
And we're
before that-
hoping we get a ton of cars. But
Yeah.
before that,
That's
we
right.
got Valentine's coming up. So make your reservations soon because we're starting to book up also.
That costs you an extra $50 for that.
Okay, no problem. We got that.
I'm just kidding you. But we appreciate it. We appreciate you coming, John. We appreciate all of this.
No
and don't
problem.
forget, tomorrow's National Alfredo Day.
That's right.
That's right. So
And
you
we
go
just
out
want to
and
thank
enjoy.
all my customers, all my friends out there, my family. We do a great job, and without you guys, we wouldn't be there.
That's
That's
right.
right.
And
Thanks,
especially
John.
the car show. We
There
do
we
a great
go.
job with the car show
All right.
and with the young lady here.
Thank you.
All right,
Guess
thank
what?
you.
It's time to eat Alfredo.
All right.
We'll be
I'm
right back.
hungry.
All
Stay
right, we'll
with
be
us.
right back.
You know, being on Carolina and Company Live is probably the best job I've ever had. I come to work every day and it doesn't even feel like work. And working with Cecil is definitely a highlight. You know, he's a crazy guy. He says all kinds of crazy things, but he can get away with it after being in the business for 45 years, and he can teach me so much. Every day I come in, I can learn from his stories and work towards my future in TV. We have a great time together, and how you see us on TV, that's how we are off set as well. We truly enjoy working together and what we do, and we thank you for joining us.
And welcome back, everybody. We've had a great time today. We appreciate John's coming from, bringing us all this good food today because, gosh, that's some good-looking stuff.
That's right, Maggie D's. If you haven't been there, you truly
You need
are
to try
missing
it.
out on some authentic Italian food. All right. Good show today.
Yeah, good show.
It's nice to be back.
That's right. It's good to have you back. And on tomorrow's Wednesday, we get a middle of the week, the hump day, and we'll get it moving good. We got a great show lined up tomorrow. A lot of interesting guests on the show. And
That's right.
if you'd like to be a guest on the show, let us know. Get in touch with us. About 3 to 4 weeks out in booking right now.
That's right. You can catch us again tonight, 10 o'clock on the CW21. We hope you have a wonderful afternoon. We'll see you guys later. Have a good one.
Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 21, or its employees.